This fight, will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Aleksandr Usyk, 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach. He'll square off against Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches.
You want to get out of the way because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Aleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Aleksandr Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6'9", here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Good luck.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Well, there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater, mano a mano.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches that echo. You're the fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
Misses with that big right hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Quick punch scores. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little touch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
And he misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Usyk. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He misses with that jab. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Perfect counter lands. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They had blocked.
Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. You don't want to trade shots. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh, what a punch! He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fighters can do that.
Wait a minute. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Usyk. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. These two fighters are made for one another. Counter shot with the right hand. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you and push his own weight on him.
Great counter right hand there. Perfect punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Good left counter that lands. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The courage on display here is incredible. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Usyk. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
on to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
We've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Nice counter punch. He blocks that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Usyk. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A big left, but doesn't score with it. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Be careful, the referee. Let's talk about Usyk. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Here we go in the 6th round. Now, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One punch could change everything in this battle. He just misses with that jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That's another scoring shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play hard, go through.
So far, it seems, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually...
Let's talk about Usyk. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance without a doubt.
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Caution is being thrown to the wind. There's a counter shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. That left counter was perfectly timed. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Misses with that jab. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Usyk. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't,
There's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. And he fails to score with that left hook. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful. It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Trying to answer back. Nice counter. So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch. Not a lot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You can see he does not like being grabbed onto.
Don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Let's talk about Usyk. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance without...
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Not many of the people in the division are always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Takes a step back, recalibrates himself, and goes right after him again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter shot. And this with that jab. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Punch scores. Despite what the judges score, his offense gets stifled there by a clinch.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just jab.
Let's talk about Usyk. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Catch and shoot. He got out of the way of that right hook. Still swinging with nothing left. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Left shot. Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down the momentum. He's being smothered here in the very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Usyk. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Left counter scores. You can see he does not like being grabbed onto. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. How is this fight still continuing? And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighters. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did they survive that? Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? How is this fight still continuing? Threw the hook, didn't land. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Talk about Usyk. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same...
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. What's the referee thinking right now? They still standing. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Nice exchanges. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. And a counter left. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.